gentlemen, time now to put the spotlight on Celcius Logistics, an aggregator of cold chains in India. The company has raised 250 crores in a funding round that's led by global investment firm Eurazeo and impact venture capital firm Omnivore. Remember, the startup raised 40 crore rupees in May last year. That was led by Ivy Cap Ventures. The company was founded in 2020. In fact, it's Mumbai-based, and it connects shippers and transporters and offers them end-to-end cold chain solutions, and that includes last mile and hyper-local deliveries as well. It has a network of more than 4,000 vehicles and 150 cold storage and distribution facilities. To give us more details on the recent fundraise and the company's growth plans, I'm now joined by Swarup Bose, the founder and CEO of Celcius Logistics. Thank you very much, Mr. Bose, for joining us here on ET Now.
Thank you so much for having me.
Mr. Bose, so you're in the business of aggregating cold chains in India. Tell us more about how you operate. Tell us a bit more about the startup that you have, and how do you plan to deploy this funding? Are there any key projects or expansions in the pipeline?
Sure. So Celcius was started in 2020, right in the middle of the pandemic. And the concept behind Celcius was we wanted to organize the disoriented and disorganized market of the entire cold chain. We were looking at saving perishable items, saving the medicines, the vaccines. We wanted to reduce wastage, and we understood that could be done only by introducing the right technology and connecting all the points in the cold chain ecosystem. And that is the reason we started manufacturing our own tech, our own platform right from day one. And today we have a working transport management solution, a warehouse management solution, an inventory management solution. We are working with some of the best dairy companies, the best e-commerce, quick commerce, the pharmaceutical companies. We are working across the board on different verticals where cold chain is a requirement. We are connecting the smallest point of a cold chain to the largest network possible. We are working with small startups, small entrepreneurs, cafe chains, restaurants, HoReCa industry. So we have spread across the entire supply chain, creating a true unbroken cold chain. The fundraise that we did right now is part of our Series B, where Omnivore and Eurazeo have come up as the new investors on our board, along with Ivy Cap, who has backed us for the third time now. And this fund that we have raised is getting deployed in enhancing our warehouse facilities, enhancing our different offerings that we have on the platform.
Right, Mr. Bose. So, when we talk about funding, I did mention that you also raised 40 crores last year. But overall, how much have you raised, and would you be looking at more fundraisers in the near future, given the kind of plans that you have?
Absolutely. We have raised about 390 crores till now for expansion and growth of the company. And going ahead, we will be looking at another round of fundraise before we go for an IPO event. That is the plan for the company in the coming years.
Right. Let me now bring your attention to the industry in terms of the challenges. What are some of the biggest challenges that you're facing so far as the logistics sector is concerned? Players like you and several others, there have been changes with the growth of e-commerce. There is fragmentation. That is also another challenge. So how is Celcius mitigating them to have an edge over competitors?
The first edge that we have is absolutely the technology that we have created. Celcius is the only platform in India which actually integrates all the touch points of a supply chain, right from transporting to warehouse to distribution to inventory management. We are very happy to say that we are the only company in India who's able to integrate all of this along with operational efficiencies across the board. So that is what makes us stand apart. But till date, the biggest problem that we face in India is the supply part. Not enough vehicles, not enough warehouses, not enough cold chain touch points. And that is what we have been trying to mitigate and increase in the market over the past 4 years.
Right. Mr. Bose, you're operating in areas of railways, defense, railways, I beg your pardon, air cargo as well. Are you planning any geographical expansion or entering new markets with this funding?
Absolutely. We are in 600 plus cities today in India. By this year end, we are going to be touching about 1,000 cities. We are expanding. Geographically, we are expanding all over India. We are talking about Siliguri, Guwahati. We are talking about Srinagar. We are talking about Visakhapatnam, right up to Kanyakumari. So if you see our expansion plans, you'll find that we are covering every nook and corner of India. That's the efficiency we are trying to bring in.
Right. But tell us about your financials as well for the year gone by. And most importantly, as a company, are you profitable?
We are very close to EBITDA positive now. We are hoping to be EBITDA positive this year. We are around a 300 crore ARR right now. We have maintained a 2.5x growth year on year from the past 4 years, and we are hoping to maintain that same going ahead. The plans of the company is to be PAT positive by next year. And we have been continuously striving towards that from the past 2 years.
Right. So you're looking at becoming PAT positive by next year, and that's pretty interesting given the space that you're operating in. But let me ask you, Mr. Bose, given the fact that we're living in a world where global warming is on the rise, where supply chains are getting redefined, they got disrupted after COVID. So what's the kind of growth that you anticipate for the company in numbers and overall as a business opportunity? How big do you see this as a business opportunity? If you could talk about that as well.
See, we are catering to markets like dairy and pharmaceutical, which are some of the largest businesses in India. We are leaders in the dairy and pharma segment, which runs on cold chain. The business opportunity in India is massive. We are an agriculture country. Saving fresh produce, making sure they get delivered up to the markets and up to the consumers in a proper way will require a massive cold chain infrastructure. We are working towards that. Now, when it comes to our growth, we are hoping to cross 1,000 crores in the next 1 or 2 years. That is the short-term plan. And the long-term plan is to keep growing across all the verticals. And we will be entering to cross-border logistics also in the next 2 years. That's how we are shaping up the logistics.
Just to understand, when you say that cross-border logistics, are you looking at entering newer geographies as well? Are you looking at entering global geographies?
Absolutely. We are looking at entering global geographies because a lot of our customers are very export-oriented. Today, we help them with all the domestic logistics up to the port. We are hoping to continue that into different countries where we can set up the proper cold supply chain to help our people here, as well as the import that India does. We are looking at a holistic system where we can tap into the entire world.
Right. So when you say that you're looking at that opportunity of expanding into global geographies as well, but which geographies are you going to be focusing in the near term, in the longer term? And then when we compare the India opportunity particularly in the space that you're operating it versus those global opportunities, how do you weigh on these two?
Our global opportunities are going to be dependent upon the India opportunities. When I add, what I mean is we are going to help all the companies here exporting products to the other countries, where we manage their entire line of export, where we help them with the right technology, we help them with the right solutions so that the product can reach the destination country and can be distributed there. So India expansion is number one for us. Till we have a very strong foothold here, we won't be going into cross-border. But cross-border is going to be something that we will need to do if we want to expand the capabilities of the businessmen here.
Right. So you also mentioned about your revenue expectations and becoming PAT positive by next year. So when I speak about growth and expansion plans and of course meeting those revenue targets that you just mentioned, what specifically is going to aid the growth of the company when it comes to meeting those targets?
See, all our verticals, whether it be transportation, warehousing, new age businesses or pharmaceuticals, have been seeing constant growth. But if you talk about the next 12 to 18 months, our concentration is going to be more on the pharmaceutical business, which we actually launched about 5-6 months back, and the new age business. Now, this new age business is something we are doing, working with the smaller startups, the entrepreneurs, the budding cafe chains. We are talking about any frozen goods manufacturer distribution. We work with them, create supply chains where we are helping them expand and expand our own network also. These two divisions are going to be our main concentration for bringing them up. But obviously, my transportation and my warehousing department have been growing for the past 4 years, and their growth is nowhere near complete. They still have a long way to go.
Right. So one final question before we let you go. So, Mr. Bose, when you acquired this funding, you got around, 30 crores, I believe 40 crores last year as well. I want to understand how are investors looking at this space and what's the kind of opportunity that they see?
If we talk about the space 6-7 years back, very honestly, it was not something that a lot of investors were interested in, especially B2B logistics, then cold chain. But that all changed during COVID. Digitization, e-commerce, quick commerce, online deliveries, everything boomed after COVID. The government took a very strong notice and helped a lot to bring about more cold chain facilities. And now this industry is looking at a 23-24% CAGR growth rate. So the future for this entire division is fantastic. And if we are looking at the Viksit Bharat program, you will see that we will have to have better cold chain facilities all across India to even sustain our population, sustain food security and food safety.
Absolutely, sir. And this is, of course, going with the fact as well that there is increasing digitization happening in almost every service in the country. Well, on that note, thank you very much and congratulations once again on that fundraise.
Thank you so much.